Hiya, I'm going to do another slow cooker recipe because a lot of people said that they've dusted off their slow cooker and they liked my chicken and lentils. This one's, it's almost as easy, well there's less ingredients but there's lots of fine chopping to do, so I've just used my food processor with the blade on, shoved some onions in there, shoved some peppers in there, carrots, and done it that way. So it's literally 2 seconds, but I've just got a bit more washing up. And as you can see, this is another favourite recipe because my book's been opened at this one. And this is a spicy Cuban beef, and it's not particularly spicy, but it's got some capers in it, so we want the flavour of the capers to come through, so it's not stupidly heaty. And what I've done is I've got a couple of really big onions. We'll actually use 5 small ones, so quite a lot, and a large carrot, or a couple of smaller ones. And I've just cooked that away for a couple of minutes just to soften that up. Then to that, I'm going to add a clove of garlic. I've got a green pepper. Again, I've stuck that in a food processor and that's finely chopped. Then I've got 2 big fat chillies, so not the bird's eye ones, the ones that sort of like bigger and milder chillies. And then this is a really unusual ingredient. We've got the pickled capers, and I've just chopped those up. I've got a tablespoon of those, but I put a few more in because my husband likes those and I like to spoil him. Pop that in. Then we're just going to need a pinch of cinnamon, a pinch of ground cloves. Again, these are really pungent, don't go overboard with them. Somewhere in there. Pinch of cloves, a teaspoon of the super ingredient turmeric, which will give you eternal youth forevermore. Then I've got 150 ml or 2/3 of a cup of beef stock. And back to my cheaper cubes again. And a tin of chopped tomatoes. Then I'm just going to let that come to the boil. I'm going to bung some salt and pepper in there as well. Can you believe it as well? Some cheeky bugger has took all my videos off YouTube and put them under their ID. I can't remember their name now. I don't know. So I've had to, not an easy way, you have to report them as infringement, but you can't just say, this whole user is stealing my videos. You have to do them one by one, so it's going to take me ages. I thought that was a bit unfair. Never mind. I've made this lots of times before, and you get like a sort of like a really, you see how it's coming along now, sort of like a really rich chopped up sauce. And then I've just got 700 grams of braising steak. So it will sort of be like a steak like that or bigger with the sauce over the top. But I've made it with cubed beef before and had it sort of like a stew type. Again, I just got this because it was a joint in Tesco's with a pound off per kilogram. So I've got that. Cut off all the visible fat and chuck that in there. So it's up to you. You need about 700 grams, a bit more, a bit less. It won't really make much difference, I shouldn't think. Then this is going to come to the boil. And it's as simple as, putting that over the steak. It's a long cooker though. It's 5 hours on high or 10 hours on low. So this really is something you could do coming home from work, if you've got a bit of a late night, because it's not going to be ready unless you do a long work day. I've also got some stats from my YouTube channel. Let's see if I can get them up. Ooh. Sorry, I thought it was oh, no internet connection. Maybe I won't. I will next time, but quite interesting. I think my audience is 75% women, 25% men, but none of you men, apart from Dennis, are brave enough to ever comment on anything. And it was also just where my traffic's coming from. Oh, here it is. Actually, I can get it up now. Analytics. Yeah, so it's saying here that my third most popular country for views is Vietnam. So, hello Vietnam. Got 78% in the UK, United Kingdom, 9.2% in Ireland, then Vietnam, Mexico, then United States. Yes, it's quite interesting. So, come on men, get commenting. So there you go. Again, this has taken not very long at all. Just going to chuck that over the beef. And again, that's made a nice big crock pot. And this is good as well because you're getting a nice lot of veggies in there. You've got all those onions, which are superfoods, I think. Got carrots, peppers, tinned tomatoes for all your antioxidants. Your spoonful of turmeric that's going to heal everything. And not much work. So not a bad recipe, and say tried and tested. I probably made this about 15 or 20 times. So yeah, it's a firm favourite. And say it's from this book. If anyone wants to do non-boring cooking stuff, just Slow Cooking Curry and Spice Dishes by Carolyn Humphreys. So yeah, so worth getting that book, and I'll see you back in 5 or 10 hours. Hiya, it's been just under 5 hours. I think this could probably do with slightly more cooking. I've dished it up. There it is there, pretty colourful. The meat just falls apart and it's lovely. So I've got a couple of fillets there. You can serve, it smells lovely as well. You can serve that with rice, with potatoes, with whatever you like really, or a salad. And because I've got some quite thick cuts there, I think that they could do with a bit longer in there. But if you've got smaller bits, or if you've done your meat into cubes, 5 hours is perfect. So another easy one. Hope that's another one you're going to try, and I'll see you back tomorrow.